There is a lot of confusion about an egoistic disposition. It is an attitude which can have an impact on the quality of life. We all meet egoistic people sometimes. Since ego is something which can thrive in our inner self and create suffering, it is appropriate therefore to understand what it is, how it is born, how it thrives, and do we need to surrender it. You will often find that egoistic people have a kind of inflated opinion of themselves. Ego leads people to attach too much importance to themselves. Their entire focus is on what they want, what they expect, what they think they deserve, and what they think is their due. Since these are all expectations they have from their life, naturally therefore this can create a lot of hurt, pain and misery. The question is, are we all born with an ego? Just bring to mind small children who are extremely playful, innocent, have no prejudices, preferences or biases. They simply exude vibrations of love and sweetness. They evoke such feelings and emotions even in complete strangers. However, adults on the other hand create an ego, often based on their identity, qualifications, position, skills and possessions. We start identifying with the objects in our possession and in our achievements. This could become a cause for suffering because if anything happens to our possessions and position, we could get unduly disturbed. Ego also makes us behave with people in different positions very differently. In fact, we start looking at people on a role-to-role or position-to-position basis. If there is a person in an inferior position, then we may take pride in behaving arrogantly with him. Egoistic people are unable to respect others at a human level. This creates conflicts and disharmonious work atmosphere. Since such emotions pass through us, we are the first ones to go through the associated mental disturbance, which also naturally affects our health. An egoistic personality tends to be judgmental about other people, their value system and behavior. Egoistic people do not want anyone to challenge their assumed image and status. They can become extremely aggressive if their image of themselves is challenged. Ego can also lead to a breakdown in communication between two people. Like for instance, if another person gets offended by what we have said to him or indulges in an offending, unpleasant act, this may lead to a strained relationship. Upon realization of our mistake, we may suffer from pain, but ego would prevent us from seeking forgiveness. The best way to overcome ego is to understand that we are all connected to one another. We do not have to appreciate people on a role-to-role or position-to-position basis, but on a soul-to-soul level. The innate qualities of the soul are humility, letting go, and acceptance. They are the same in other people as they are in us. It is just that these qualities cannot manifest in our behavior unless we shift our perspective of looking at people as mere physical bodies, but realize that they are also souls with all the innate qualities of peace, love, and happiness. Ego sustains itself on arrogance, contempt, and disdain for others, qualities which block our flow of love to others. Egoistic behavior thrives on a sense of comparison and feeling of superiority over others. To overcome the negative effects of ego in our life, we need to respect others on an equal footing. And while we can keep a sense of self-esteem in our achievements, but this should not be at the cost of our respect and love for others. When we surrender the ego, a beneficial aspect that we experience is that we remain stable and continue to respect ourselves even when adverse circumstances pin us down. Such acceptance and adjustment to adverse situation is not possible if we have a large ego. So, as you can make out, it is necessary to surrender the ego in order to live peacefully and harmoniously.